Hello, welcome back. I'm the Erroneous Kaiser, and you're watching another one of my comic book pull lists. This is for the month of February. I get these comics from Discount Comic Book Service, or DCBS, as I'll be calling them from now on. I don't really mention them that much in the video, though. I live in Japan, and DCBS only ships international orders out once a month. They're based in the United States, so that means there might be a comic or two in here that you've read already. If there is, let me know what you think about them down in the comments. Alright, so let's get to it, starting with A. Alright, first up we got Ascender. This is number 8. This is written by Jeff Lemire and art is done by Dustin Nguyen. I really do like his watercolor style, but I've been seeing him do some covers for, the big two, Marvel and DC. I think mostly DC right now. And they kind of blow the art he's doing in here out of the water. I'm like, what the heck, Dustin? Put your A game on the one you're doing all the art for. This is what Snyder and Capullo are saying is like the end of their Batman story. It's in the future, and technically we're following a clone of Bruce Wayne Batman with Joker's head in a jar. Batman Last Night on Earth Part 3 will be the final part in this 3-part story. This is Count Crowley, Reluctant Monster Hunter, Part 3 of 4 from Dark Horse Comics. I'm really liking this. We have a disgraced news reporter who gets put in the midnight time slot as the horror host. Really kills it, but also she has to do a few things that are attached to that job as well, which is, as the title goes, hunting monsters. And this book is hilarious. Got Batman Superman number 5. Joshua Williamson is doing the writing on here. Well, I do like this story. Sometimes I feel like his writing, like he just kind of recycles some of his own stuff. Secret Six are just a bunch of heroes that Batman Who Laughs infected with the poison that made him the Batman Who Laughs. This is cool for now, but I don't really think it's bringing anything new to the table. We've got the final installment of Doomsday Clock here. This is part 12. It's something that's been coming for way too long. It's been delayed a bunch, and from what I hear, the impact is, leaves a little bit to be desired. So that's kind of disappointing. We've got Ghost Rider number 4 here. I'm really liking this. It's bringing back some 1990s Ghost Rider vibes for me. I like the Johnny Blaze iteration of Ghost Rider a whole lot, and for a long time, him being King of Hell, like he was just sitting in the background, just not doing much. I really like it that he's on the forefront, and they're doing a lot with the story and his role as King of Hell. This is the 2nd issue of Conan the Serpent War, and this is the 3rd. This is part of the 4-part connecting cover. This is a 4-part series. I've been really looking forward to it because of the inclusion of Moon Knight fighting with the 3 Robert E. Howard creations, especially Conan. Conan and Moon Knight teamed up is pretty awesome. Gideon Falls number 20, another series by Jeff Lemire. I'm liking this a lot. This is definitely more down the horror vein. They're putting it on the cover of the past few issues. 2019 Eisner Award winner. With good reason. Gotham City Monsters number 5. This is a really cool series. I've been liking it a lot. Batwoman made an appearance a little earlier, and we see in this issue it's going to be head-to-head like the DC monsters, and for the most part, them fighting their, Universal Monsters counterparts, who would all be more aggressive and evil, except Frankenstein. I don't know how that's going to go down. Guardians of the Galaxy number 17. Supposedly we were supposed to see the death of Rocket Raccoon. Still hasn't happened yet, but this is the last issue of this run right here. We've had Donny Cates as writer on here for the run of 12. I think Al Ewing is going to be the next writer for the new number 1 that's coming up next month or possibly this month. Al Ewing is currently writing Immortal Hulk, one of, probably the best current Marvel book that I'm reading right now. Definitely my favorite. So I'm looking forward to him writing Guardians of the Galaxy as well. He-Man and the Masters of the Multiverse has been really fun the first issue. We get kind of a switch here. Anti-He-Man has found a way to traverse across the multiverse, and Keldor, actually, before he's been turned into Skeletor, well, actually in the anti-He-Man universe, he is tasked with saving the multiverse. Because it is a multiverse, we see a bunch of different versions of He-Man. think the second He-Man we see is the Dolph Lundgren Masters of the Universe movie version. I think in the next issue we're going to get the Funimation He-Man making an appearance. For Masters of the Universe fans, this is an awesome comic to be reading right now. Immortal Hulk number 29. So Dario Agger, the head of Roxxon Corporation, is going full bad, and he finds that the Earth really didn't care that during the past interdimensional war he was fighting against Earth and the humans. He's so rich and powerful it didn't even matter. So he's staying in his Minotaur form all the time and just murdering whoever he wants. And now he's I think he's behind, like, unleashing a bunch of monsters on the city, all so he can become more powerful and rich. Justice League 38, we see Justice Doom War Part 9 will be in here. Still not the end of it though. I'm liking the run. When this writing team stops writing for Justice League, I think I will hop off and just maybe give it a little air before and see where it goes with the new writer. I think they're going to go in a different direction, but I'm definitely enjoying the team right now. Here we have Justice League Dark number 18, and this Justice League team I am sticking with for the long haul, I think. I love this team. I mean, anything with Zatanna and Swamp Thing in it, I'm gonna read, but the addition of Detective Chimp and Dr. Fate just make it such an incredible team. I've got King Thor here. This is amazing. Esad Ribic doing the art for the whole thing, and Jason Aaron bringing back pieces of what was his best part of his run on Thor. Look at the God Killer, and Thor at the end of time, getting other Thors from time to help him defeat the God Killer. And this is the final part of his story of Thor. It's funny that there's nothing in between King Thor and Last God in my pull list, because why I like them is so similar. Riccardo Federici does mind-blowingly amazing art in here. I love the way he does fantasy. I love the fantasy story, and they're building this world with so much detail. There's like a history in the back that goes beyond the story, and the story itself is really great. A group of heroes came back after they said they defeated the Last God. They actually made a deal with it, and he came back. That God comes to fulfill the bargain, and a new group of heroes must go out, find the Last God, and finally defeat him. This is DC Black Label, so they don't really dull the blows all that much. There is a bunch of death and gore, which I like a lot, but done in, of course, in a tasteful, fantastical way. I really like this series right now. All right, a lot of explanation is going here. This is Joe Hill Presents Hill House Comics. So it's a new branch within DC Black Label that are all, I guess, produced in collaboration with Joe Hill. Of course, different artists and writers. He's not directly involved in all the stories, but I think he is putting out a few stories himself. This is the first one that I've got in my pull list. This is the Low Woods. I don't completely recall the synopsis. It's definitely horror tinged, magic and fantasy, and also a budding relationship, or maybe just young women finding out who they are and things like that. I have definitely enjoyed stories like that in the past, so I'll give this one a shot as well. Murdering Mafia is always fun, and I think the Punisher does it the absolute best. This is Punisher Soviet number 3. We see he has a Eastern European, not counterpart, but someone who shares the same interests, who's been working his way to the States, killing all along the path. People had mistaken it for Punisher activities, even though he was in the States the whole time. They finally meet up in the States and decide that maybe they could team up for a little bit. Here we have Red Hood Outlaw 41. Finally, Artemis and Bizarro have met up with Red Hood. But on the very end of the last issue, Bizarro just knocks him out, and that's what we're going to pick up here. Red Hood has a new team of teenagers that he has put together with the help of Lex Luthor. I've been waiting for them to get back together for so long. Please don't screw it up. This is new to the poll, but it is so freaking awesome. I'm sorry I'm so late to get the floppies. I've been reading it digitally. This is Savage Avengers number 9. This team of Savage Avengers is Conan, Doctor Strange, Dr. Voodoo, Elektra. We see the Venom symbiote in a sword that Conan is wielding, and Dr. Doom also joining with some aligned interests. I'm not going to say he has joined the Savage Avengers team. I mean, nobody inside the comic has called their gathering the Savage Avengers. Just another comic that knows exactly what I like. Yeah, dark arts and blood. It's pretty much that simple. Strike Force number 5. This is another series that I'm liking for a lot of the reasons that I like Savage Avengers, I guess. Like, it has to deal with, monsters, and look at the team here though. We got Spectrum, what else we got? We got Bucky, we got Angela, we got Blade, we got Wiccan, we got Spider-Woman, and Damon Hellstrom is also in here. Oh man, killer team. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 101. Number 100 was heavy. It was heavy, man. Starting out here, Sophie Campbell is going to be doing the story and art. So I guess a new path? Not a new path, but maybe just a different shade of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, slightly. Shredder is back, which is, well, I don't know what avenue that's going to take, and that's very intriguing for me. This is the Artgerm variant. So I've been seeing a few pictures of Thor, with this crown, 2 eyes. I don't know if that's going to be the new Thor. I mean, we know he's got a metal arm and 1 eye right now. He's also the Allfather. Maybe they'll pull what they did in Guardians of the Galaxy in the movie, and he'll get like a cybernetic eye like he got from Rocket Raccoon that time. We got Venom number 21. This is the beginning of Venom Island. Donny Cates is also writing this. I'm popping back on Venom. Like, all of that, crossover stuff is finished. I would think this will be a little bit more, like straight up Venom story. And then him being on an island, they're going to have to focus on him and not other things. He's not going to be just something that's happening in the background of something else. Here we have number 22. I'm not too sure on the story, but there's a new series coming out pretty soon, if it hasn't already, called Marvel's X. It's written by Alex Ross. He's not doing the art, however. And so this was the monthly themed variant. So it, on a whole bunch of titles, got a Marvel's X variant. This is the one for Venom. Here we have Vampirella number 6. I'm holding it close because of the glare here. We have this cover. It's just like blood-stained cover, and we have the better view of the Artgerm Vampirella there. I've been cutting down on Dynamite comics recently. A few reasons. I think there was too much Vampirella in my pull list. And I'm not sure if I like them putting out so many covers for every single comic that they put out. I'm not going to pay a premium for them. Some people do, obviously, or else they wouldn't be selling them. I don't like them so much, so I don't want to buy into it. Here we have Wonder Woman number 83. Now, this is the Jenny Frison variant, and recently there is a new writing team. I was kind of disappointed how the previous writer ended with the relationship with Wonder Woman and Steve. I'm gonna see how it goes for a little while longer, but I think perhaps when Jenny Frison stops doing the B covers for this, that might be the final issue for me as well. That is one big pull for me for continuing on with Wonder Woman as well. Alright, and there you have it. Those are the comics that I'll be reading this month. If you read any, or if you think there's any comics that I'm missing that should really be on my pull, let me know that down in the comments. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. But if you don't want to do any of those things, I completely understand. I still do hope you had a fun time watching. I'm the Erroneous Kaiser. I'll see you next time.